I'm right now at Kargil Battle School, which was established after the Kargil War, and here you can see the capabilities of the new generation weapon systems that have been deployed across borders. These are the special vehicles that have been deployed with the Indian Army for harsh terrain. You can see these are the all-terrain vehicles which have been made in India and now they have been inducted into the Indian Army. The capabilities are helping the Indian Army for mobilization, and these vehicles can run with full battle loads. You can see the Polaris, which is the smaller vehicle in size, the all-terrain vehicles which has been made in India. It can carry around 4 to 5 soldiers with full battle loads, and what you see behind it is a Kapit Dhwaj, that is the indigenous specialist mobility vehicle that has again been made in India. It can carry a load of 350 kgs, the battle load, and it can also help with supplies when the winters are there or when the terrain is harsh, where the mobility is a problem. So this is how the Indian Army is now adding on to its capabilities in terms of new weapon systems also, and these vehicles that help in mobilization of troops in the challenging situation along with the supplies. Now we are witnessing the firepower display of the Indian artillery. What you see behind me are the Bofors and the Dhanush guns, and these are the guns that have been deployed across the northern borders. They are the added firepower, and when we talk about Bofors, they have been very important with their role in the Operation Vijay in Kargil, when in 1999 the enemy was sitting on heights. The Bofors guns, they were quite decisive. They helped the infantry with their cover fire. And here we see the demonstration of the Dhanush and Bofors together. Both of them are being deployed along the borders. And when we talk about Dhanush, this is indigenously made, which is with a range of around 38 kilometers. While we talk of Bofors, it has a range of 27 kilometers. When we talk about Dhanush, it is enhanced in terms of its firepower, its accuracy, its mobilization techniques, and it has the automatic systems that make it one of the best artillery gun systems that Indian Army has. So this is how the Indian Army's artillery regiment has been deploying its artillery gun systems across the borders, be it the western sector where we are facing Pakistan and we've recently witnessed Operation Sindoor, or on the northern borders where we are present right now in Ladakh. On these ranges, these artillery guns have been deployed. So here you are seeing the demonstration in the Kargil Battle School, where all these soldiers who have been deployed along the borders get a training before their actual forward location deployments. And this is how the Indian artillery is now enhancing its firepower. We are also looking at a number of ATAGs that will be soon inducted into the Indian artillery. We are also seeing the user trials of the mounted gun systems that are taking place. But these gun systems which we are seeing here, the Dhanush gun system that was inducted in last decade in the Indian Army, is now being showcased here as a symbol of capability, symbol of firepower of the Indian artillery. An intense tactical training is what makes a soldier worthy for the battlefield. What you see behind me is the training which is happening at the Kargil Battle School, and what you see is the infantry soldiers marching in a tactical form, and they are holding the new generation vehicles in their hands. This is how they train, and this is how they carry out long patrols along the borders also, and they also take on the enemy when required. You see the positioning, you see the discipline and synchronization, and how they move together in buddy pairs. And the weapon systems which you see in their hands are the latest guns, the latest assault rifles, including AK-203, which are being made in India. AK-203 has been named Sher because it is being made in India, and 48,000 AK-203 have already been given to the army. More are to be given, and this is how we are seeing a combination of multiple assault rifles here, including the SIG swords, and also the Najeeb machine guns have been deployed. The rocket launchers and other important combat arms are there in their hands. You also see these special vehicles that have been deployed, the all-terrain vehicles, the special vehicles, the rugged terrain vehicles. They are called Chetak and Kapidhwaj, and these are the latest procurements of the Indian Army, where we see a lot of focus is on indigenization and also technology driven force, along with the training and tactics, the latest warfare techniques with which these soldiers are being trained here at the Kargil Battle School. So you see, this is how they train, this is how they are ready for any kind of challenge, any kind of situation in extreme weather conditions and rough terrain. At Kargil Battle School, now we are witnessing the power of drones in Indian Army. These drones have been recently inducted. We are seeing various drones which have been inducted, the indigenous drone systems that are enhancing the power of the Indian Army. We have the FPV drones that have been recently inducted, the first person view drones that are the bunker buster drones that are being used here. And we also see the Trinetra drone, which is again an indigenous drone which has been designed and manufactured in India. So this is the force enabler for the western and as well as the northern borders. So this, you see, this is the capability display of all the drones here in the Kargil Battle School. So the variety of drones that have been placed here for different roles. There are surveillance drones, there are tactical drones, there are surveillance drones, and also for bunker busting. So all these drones which are now a part of the Indian Army, that are helping the Indian Army in various roles along the borders, the northern borders, and in Ladakh also, where we are in a standoff with China since 2020 after the Galwan clash. There have been a lot of emphasis on the indigenous drone systems that help in keeping an eye on the adversary. So you see, not only these drones, but also for logistic purposes, there are drones which are being used for taking the things from one place to another. To these drones that are carrying payloads are also a part of the Indian Army. And we've also seen how the munition guided drones are also now being tested so that they can be a part of the Indian Army. So that's the drone power of the Indian Army, which is on display here in Kargil Battle School. Different drones, different varieties and roles, different sizes, but purpose is one, that is victory of the Indian Army. This is Shivani Sharma with camera person Prem Chand for India Today from the Kargil Battle School.